Howdy, my name is Zoe Redder, and this is my Porifera, Cnidaria, and Protostomes video for my Biology 112 Texas A&M course. Today we will be talking about coral. What is coral? Coral, which is called Cnidaria anthozoa, is actually made of tiny animals called polyps, which fix themselves to the ocean floor in millions to form what is known as a coral. So when we think of coral, we usually think of this picture shown here on the left. But actually, the coral, what we imagine as coral, are the polyps themselves. And the polyps themselves make up what we see as the coral. So the polyps produce hard calcium carbonate skeletons, which looks like the rock part of the coral, to attach themselves to the other polyps. So how do the corals eat? In order to survive, corals have maintained a special friendship with algae in exchange for food. The algae, which is known as zooxanthellae, lives inside of the coral and uses its waste products in order to produce their own food. So they take the coral waste products to produce their food. The corals benefit from the algae since they move the coral's waste products and produce oxygen and food for the coral. So that is a really interesting process, which has been around for millions of years. Corals evolved during the beginning stages of the Earth, so they've been around for a long time, as you can see the Cnidaria column at the bottom of the phylogenetic tree, and they use their symbiotic relationship with the algae for survival. They're cnidarians, which is a major phylum of aquatic life. Their class, Anthozoa, lacks a medusa stage, which means that they live as polyps, which are what make up the coral-like colonies. Anthozoan polyps have developed their unique method of survival because of their relationship with the algae. Unfortunately, corals are prone to severe tidal damages and predation from various sea creatures such as fish and sea stars. Due to coral reef structure, corals are designed to be able to reproduce easily through sexual or asexual reproduction. In asexual reproduction, the coral polyps can detach to form new colonies or grow alongside the existing dead polyps. So when they secrete their calcium carbonate structure, they can grow into the other dead polyps or make their own. However, this is somewhat of a slow process, so care needs to be taken to protect them, since they can easily break because of the wave damage. And they are also sold for commercial use, such as in necklaces or decoration. So why are the corals important today? We should take great measures to protect these corals since around a quarter of fish, like 25% of fish, depend on healthy coral for survival. 25% of the fish in the oceans depend on these, and they protect coastlines from damage, provide medicines, and attract large sources of food. They're an extremely valuable ecosystem on the planet, and threats to their extinction are coming and are consequential. These beautiful species should be maintained and not used for commercial use. Here are my works cited pages, and here is my works cited images. Thank you.